Alright. I need Z5.
Shalom! We are the I.S.U.P.K. coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General GEN.YAHANNA. And today's topic is when heathens do good things. We have to understand, when heathens do nice things to us, I mean, yeah, no doubt. It's true when it comes to certain Hebrews. They do things for their own selfish reasons, no doubt. I mean, that's in every race, in every culture. They do things for their, inside their culture, they can do things for selfish reasons. But we have to understand something. When our own people do selfish things for selfish reasons, they are still our brother.
Right.
The heathens are not. And the heathens always go towards a purpose that suits them.
That's right.
What their agenda. And see, another thing too, when you have a white friend, okay, like say for instance, poor whites. Poor whites, they're not you think that because they're poor, that y'all share a whole lot in common. No, you really don't.
Oh, and also, if I could, let me bring one thing out. Also, everybody who attends loves UPK, I'm UPK this, I'm UPK that for life, from 1 West to the death of me and whatnot. Send your donation to the I.S.U.P.K. Midwest Barbecue. Go to GoFundMe.com, type in Maccabia, M-A-K-A-B-Y-A, Maccabia, and donate. You know what I'm saying? Write down that you're trying to donate. I'll post a link after the class. You love the UPK, you love how we drop this truth, how we teaching you that you're the Israelites, because we are the Israelites. There's no other race we are. We're the Israelites. You love all this knowledge. Send your donation to the I.S.U.P.K. for the Midwest Barbecue, for we can keep breaking up the brothers and sisters in Chicago. We just raised up a new officer out of Chicago, Officer Yaradan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out in Chicago. We just raised him up, and he's doing a mighty job up there. All the brothers up there are doing a mighty job. We taking dudes who's on the drugs and doing the killing, and we taking them out of that world. You see what I'm saying? We getting them out of that world. So give your donation to the Midwest Barbecue. Type down that you want to put a donation, and I'll put down the link and send you the link so you can donate. You know what I'm saying? It's time for everybody to donate to this truth, man. You got an extra $20 in your pocket, an extra $10. You about to spend $10 on food anyway. Why don't you, get a smaller meal and send your donation so we can keep raising up the streets. Keep raising up the brothers and sisters, man. Keep raising up Israel.
That's right.
You might know you're an Israelite, but there's so many people who don't even know they're Israelites. They don't even have a clue. All right, so I just want to bring that out. So
I'm so glad you brought up that point because, when you love something, it's worth investing in. If you love this truth and you love what we do out there in the streets, you love it, why not invest in that? You know what I'm saying? If your passion is really in this truth and waking up the brothers and sisters, if you don't totally agree with what we do when we out there on them streets, you don't totally agree with it. But then at the same time, though, judging has to do with weighing everything in the balance. If the good outweighs the bad, or your perception of the bad anyway, invest in that. The Lord will look upon your investment, and he'll sit there and see the intention behind your investment was in causing your nation to grow. And guess what? He'll put a blessing upon you and increase you to where you can invest more. And you know what? Also, too, the Lord will also challenge you, which you're not going to be able to beat him. You'll sit there and you'll invest, and the Lord will give you more increase, and you invest more. The Lord, he will challenge you in that thing. And he'll keep blessing you, and what you'll end up finding out. There's so many Hebrews that were dedicated found out before. If you can't outgive, he'll certainly take you up on that challenge. Look at him. You see, look at everybody of the Lord and the blessed with so much abundance to where they couldn't even contain it all. And that's one of the Lord's, that's the thing that the Lord also, challenged you at. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about opening up the windows of heaven. You know what I'm saying? The Lord spoke it. He's of his word. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, when he talks about he'll open up the windows of heaven and give you a blessing that you can't receive, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much saying is whatever you got to contain the blessing, he's going to override that. He's going to overflow and override that. Just give your full heart. You know what I'm saying? He challenges you to do this thing. You know? All right. Back to the topic, though.
That's right.
Let's go to Daniel's, the first chapter. And let's go to the 8th verse in that.
Daniel, verse 8.
No, chapter 8, sir.
Slide. The book of 8. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the...
Now remember, Nebuchadnezzar wanted to give them of Babylon, of his meat. He wanted to eat from him. Now he was apparently what the white man EBT. You know, and this whole purpose is to get your love with them. The heathens, they always go into the records. They go into the records of ancient Egypt. If you think that they don't have these records, you a damn fool. They got these records. And they have them in detail. Every race up on the face of the planet, all the Africans, all the Asians, all the Europeans, all Esau, they have these records. And they study these records because they have to find out how to keep your love with them in order to keep you as a slave so that you waste away and they grow and they increase in power and strength. See, I mean, hell, as far as, you know, war-wise and business-wise, it will make sense, right? You got to study your enemy, don't you? You got to know your enemy. You got to know about him. That's why when you also go into the book of Judith, when you have that Ammonite, he knew every damn thing it was to know about us. So did Balaam the sorcerer. And these were of other nations. They knew every damn thing it was to know about us. They studied our records. And then what they said is, as long as they're in good standing with their gods, we can't do anything. You know, which was also the same thing that Haman's wife, what was her name? Zerah, whatever you want, however you want to pronounce it, what she said as long as Mordecai, if the Lord is with Mordecai, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. And that was his own rib that said that, you know. And she's like, and then all of his friends, all of a sudden, they melted away. Remember that, sir? Remember that story? All of his friends and all that, they melted away. All Amalekites like, deuces, bro. You in trouble. And at that time, he knew that he was in trouble then. Because he knew that the Lord, the revelation hit him that the Lord was with Mordecai. And all of his good deeds that he did, all throughout, you know, the realm of the Medes and the Persians and all that, all of his good deeds, you know, came to nothing because his true intentions were now known. You know, they were starting, this was the beginning of his demise.
That's right.
Let's go back to the scriptures.
Book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 8. Daniel purposed in his heart that he will not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor the wine which he drank. Therefore, he requested the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Now God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs.
Now, the prince of the eunuchs, the Lord brought him into tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. Not because the prince of the eunuchs loved the Jews, not because he realized that the Most High, you know, was above all gods, not because of any of that. He brought him into tender love, you know what I'm saying, with the prince of the eunuchs, because he seen that Daniel was blameless. Now, all the time, you know he done try to test him before, you know, and he had no choice but to be brought. He's like, man, this man is righteous. This man is just right here. Even though, of course, he hated the, you know, he felt about the Jews the same way that, you know, all the Babylonians did.
Right.
You know, and, you know, when he brought him into tender love with him, some people will use this like they say, oh, no, it's an homosexual relationship or some garbage like that.
And look, anybody who see, even when I was in the world and I see certain scriptures where I didn't understand, where it looked like, or it's like David gave him his clothes or took off his clothes, some close scriptures like that. Or there was a kiss. The man gave a kiss. I knew it wasn't no damn real kissing going on between these two men.
Right.
That shit is not what the Bible, all the stuff going, that's not the vibe of the Bible. That's not the spirit of nothing in the Bible. I know two men kissing or like you said, with this, he tender love with him, like the eunuch,
right.
You know, had the hots for him and shit.
Yeah, that's not what this is talking about. Because see, people even they right. A eunuch is not a homosexual. You know, you had eunuchs, a lot of eunuchs, you know, the eunuchs are strong dudes. It's like they, you know, their mind than, you know what I'm saying? Like you have
me.
All right, that's what I'm saying. You know? Hey, my hat goes off. You know what I'm saying? My hat goes off. Brothers like that. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. My hat goes off those type brothers. You know, that's not my calling. But you know what I'm saying? But I certainly don't knock no brother. You know, I hold them in high regard also. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But you know, this man who was a eunuch, you know, he was also a heathen eunuch though. You know, and when it talks about he was brought into tender love, he realized that Daniel was a righteous man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He realized that he was fair. You know what I'm saying? That he was, you know, that he was just in his dealings and stuff like that. And he started thinking, damn, this nigga's alright, man. Mm-hmm. That's the tender love that it's talking about. It ain't talking about he felt like googly woogly feeling. It ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We done been brought, you know, in our lives, we done been brought according to what the scriptures talk about, tender love. With that tender love is not a soft or feminine love. It's a love that like this is a real ass nigga right here.
Yeah. And another thing, like the scriptures say, precept, the love of God is to keep his commandments. When the scriptures say love, it means like you will do right by this person.
Right.
That's how you show the love that you actually have. You do right by them.
Right.
You know, so this eunuch would know, I'll do right by this young man right here.
Right.
This young man right here, you know, I'm going to do right by him, you know. I ain't
right.
going to fuck him over or, you know, tell him, man, get the fuck out of my face, man. We ain't
right.
worry about all that extra stuff. Talking about you trying to eat, man. The king said eat this, eat that. He wasn't on that. He was like, well, I'm going to do right by him and listen to him and, you know, and do right by this
right.
man. That's what it means to love somebody, do right by them.
Right.
A lot of people say, I love you, but they won't do right by you.
Right.
Real love is when you do right by somebody.
That's right.
All right. That's why I want to make sure to bring that so they can understand.
And he also, too, the eunuch also, too, and now you inside the kingdom, you got all types of politics going on. Mm-hmm. Everybody's trying to get this position. They're trying to jockey for position over each other. They're trying to, you know, undercut each other. They're trying to do. He knew that Daniel was not going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? He knew he could trust. He could totally trust Daniel. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that brought, you know, the Hebrews, you know, not just Daniel, but others before him and after Daniel into a position, you know what I'm saying, with a heathen king or whoever that, you know, that would be, you know, solid and everything. Because they knew that they could trust him because his ambition wasn't to gain power over them and shit. You know? Pardon my French.
That's right.
But, you know, it wasn't that. And this is another thing that'll bring somebody, if you're in a high position in your job, and you got a dude that's very industrial and he's very prosperous and everything, and then you think, you know, and you, of course, you think everybody that's industrial and you know, prosperous, you think, well, they're going to try to overthrow me. or it's a possibility there that he's going to try and overthrow me. All possibilities with this eunuch was wiped out of Daniel. All the thought of he might try to overthrow me, that stuff was gone. Mm-hmm. That's what brought him into like, this is my nigga right here. That's the way he looked at it. You know what I'm saying? This dude is all right. He's cool as hell. And what he started to do also is he started by looking at Daniel, by seeing what type of manner of man Daniel was. He's like, surely this is a holy people. Surely this is a people, this is a nation that has just laws. You know, that's how we was able to persuade kings and princes of other nations and all that, by the just laws of the Most High. But understand something. This is something that we got to understand. The fact that their love for us, you know what I'm saying, is only based on the Most High's protection and his hedge around us. Mm-hmm. Any weakness they can find, they're going to exploit it. And you know what? Eventually, you'll end up becoming their slave.
That's right.
It goes on in entertainment all the time. Daniel, if he had went astray, he would have became nothing more than a damn entertainer. You know what I'm saying? And they would have took all the people of Israel, you know, the ones that's good with talents and all of that. You know, of course they did that anyway, but they would even persuade all the men that were actually trying for the truth. They seen Daniel fall, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, they'll shake every damn thing, you know? Just like, you know, if we was to see Gen.YAHANNA fall, oh my goodness, the damage would be catastrophic.
Yeah, and it's like anything when you're in a bad situation, somebody's like, oh, this guy's looking at the bright side of things and he still got his spirit. He you know, it may not be all that bad. Because look how he's handling it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to if he was, you know, cowering and, oh, this is it. Oh my God. Oh. That's how they movie. Some motherfucker always, we ain't gonna make it. You gotta smack his ass up and tell him shut the fuck up. Like the scriptures say when we go to war, to not let somebody who's scared go with us. Right. If he's really scared, he gotta leave. At the front line, the priest come, bless everybody, and say, anybody who's afraid, you leave now for your fear it affect the rest of the men. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be out there fighting, we fighting, you know, the battle might be not going our way, this guy start running. You're like, oh shit, this motherfucker. Then another guy start running. Then you start running, because everybody running.
Right.
Instead of he like, you know, he fighting hard, he like, damn, he fighting his ass off. Let me go even harder. Damn! You know what I'm saying? You start killing even more.
That's right.
So, that's why, you know, I.S.U.P.K. accepts no cowards.
That's right.
We rather the school be 10, 20, 30, 100 deep than 20,000 deep with half cowards.
Right.
When shit get rough, they have to, you know, half the school dipping out. That's IUIC.
Right. Yes.
When they had a shootout in New Jersey, it was a shooting down the street. Crawling on the ground on their all fours. Like,
oh God, they shooting.
Yeah, they shooting. Oh God, get behind the side. Oh God.
Right.
They were scared like motherfucking bitches, man.
Yeah, they was ready to throw each other in front of it.
Yeah.
You know? Come here.
Yeah. Like, man,
throw him right in front.
We hear gunshots all the time. Do you ever jump under the bed?
No.
Little kids hear gunshots. They don't jump down on the floor. There's gunshots in every ghetto every damn day. You don't jump in the floor and crawl around like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the motherfuckers have lost their spirit.
There's an ISUPK video that I watched before I joined the UPK, where it was a brother, he looked like a Benjamite brother that was out in the middle of the street, and you know what I'm saying, and he was, you know, wilding out and everything. He had no shirt on, long dreads, and was just wilding out in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. Well, the police was surrounding this brother. You know what I'm saying? And following him up the street. You seen that? I can't find that video for nothing.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? But you heard the gunshots fire off. You know what I'm saying? At a distance, you know, at a little, not much of a distance, but you could definitely
same distance as IUIC.
Right.
They can't.
You heard them cracking multiple shots. You know what I'm saying? But the teaching still went forth.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched that video. He run down the street. The cops got the guns drawn on him. They start busting. The kids still speaking. White man, the devil. While the dude gets right next to them. Now, what the hell IUIC doing? They hear two, three little pea shooters, and then they running and crawling. Right. People that was listening to them wasn't even running and crawling.
That's what I'm saying. They was flipping and dipping and action and every damn thing.
Everybody pick up the sign, throw it on.
That's what I'm saying.
And all that.
Yeah,
they was
great.
they was scared for their damn lives,
man.
yo.
Yeah, some of those brothers, man, some of those brothers had to be in tumbling.
Yeah,
some of those brothers, man, the way they was, I'm like, man, them niggas was tumblers. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that's in every ghetto, man. I was trying to shoot a video down the street on a chalkboard that we said like a community training class information. I ain't flinched.
Right.
I ain't jumped down time in the ghetto. But yet I see they hear some gunshots. It's break down the camp. Right. They ready to shit. They ready to quit the truth.
Right.
They ready to quit the truth. I hear those.
Man,
it's too dangerous for them now.
That's what I'm saying. You see that purple hit the damn dirt, man. You know, man.
I didn't want to stand there too long. It's down the top. Daniel was that motherfucker, man.
Right.
Let's keep on check the cameras. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, but you know, Daniel was a man that was real strong. He was a strong leader. You know what I'm saying? You know, because not because of his physical might. It don't say anywhere or anything, but his stance. You know what I'm saying? And Daniel didn't break his and at the same, he didn't break anything. And you can look at Daniel and know he was also the type of man you can look at him and know that he was prosperous.
That's right.
Because see, also a custom. You notice it said they ate the post that they were flesh. All the people that ate from the king's meat. Remember that?
Yeah, we ain't see that part yet.
Yeah,
that's true.
Flesh. Now, which shows that in prosperous that was a custom. Eunuchs had to, because if you're a skinny eunuch, you got an ambassador country or whatever, and they said they skinny. They're like, y'all ain't nothing. He physical be ask y'all a question. They say about UPK. So, well, now ask y'all this question: if all the other Israelite groups are skinny and UPK's fat,
right?
Second. Daniel and his companions in flesh, everybody else, all the other was the 8 other portion of the king's meat that were, which also had to do with them sapping up the king's doctrine and all that. So just the meat. He wouldn't feed them. He would feed them the philosophy of Babylon. Now think about it though. Now his companions were more fatter than everybody else and every day. To that sound like. Put that FaceTime, right? Sound like they you became me and and they such a in the time of come to. Right. You got any more to say?
That's every point. Really bring it up. That's a heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we eat. That's the point.
Right.
That's the whole point of the matter.
Right.
Like, we sitting eating strong, mighty. Niggas is buff and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Beards and stuff.
Right.
Looking good and strong.
Right.
Through 2 or 3 wives.
That's what I'm saying.
Balling out, traveling around the world. What the hell y'all doing?
We doing great things out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So low, they only bordering off the white neighborhoods, protecting the white neighborhoods. Wait till that happens. When the plantations start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And we off the plantation. Guess how strong we'll be then. When these cops are not around as much. Who you gonna call? You gonna call the skinny guys?
Right.
Or you gonna call them beefy motherfuckers?
Exactly. That's exactly who you're gonna call. You're gonna call the beefy dudes, because you're gonna be like, damn, they eating. You know what I'm saying? We starving, they eating. Maybe we need to get with them. Just like I told a brother, that's back in in Louisville, you know, in my territory, you know what I'm saying? I told the brother, you know, the brother's uncle and mom, you know, had a problem with, you know, how we do or whatever, and who's going to be in the leadership of the nation. I'm like, look, whoever got the food is who people going to follow. When it all boils down to it. Now, let me ask yourself the question. How many provisions have your camp or group made for the times that are coming up ahead?
They ain't getting ready none of this.
Right.
They living life just like the regular people in the world living life.
They sure are.
I.S.U.P.K, we getting ready for doomsday and shit around here. We getting ready for the day when it's up falling. You know what I'm saying? We getting brothers in order. We like, brother, you know, we checking brothers on little teeny orders. Little teeny stuff. Small things to you, you be like, oh, that's small, don't even worry about that. We making it a big deal. Because we know these small things, when it's dire need and crunch time situations, those small things are life and death.
Right.
That small little thing is life and death when it's crunch time. We doing that now.
Right.
What type of person you want to be? Like I was telling the brother, we preparing, we putting armor on the truck and we getting ready, getting like a castle set up for our school. And he said, and I said, man, things going to get rough around here where they're going to be robbing people for groceries. You're going to be trying to hide your groceries into your house because it's going to be marauding gangs and marauding people like, oh, did you see that? Did you have some groceries? Right. Next thing you know, they knocking down your door. Give us some of those groceries.
Right.
It's going to be that day. You're like, well, you act like that's going to happen tomorrow. Well, shit. Do you want to prepare the day before? Right. Or do you want to prepare 2-3 years or 6 months before?
Exactly.
Why wait till it's going to happen tomorrow to get prepared?
Right.
Let's get prepared now so when it happens, we ready.
We ready.
Why say, oh, now it's getting it down and getting tightening up?
Right.
Let's tighten up now so even if it happens 5 years from now, we all the way ready.
That's right.
And it's not even on no doomsday prepper type tip either. Because the scriptures say wisdom is mightier than weapons of war. You know what I'm saying? And following the Lord, if you ain't got the Lord on your side, it don't matter what preparations you make. It ain't gonna happen. Look at Daniel. He was like, I'm gonna stick with the Lord and not take up the Babylonian captivity's pleasures and stick with the Lord. Else was like, well, I'm just go with the flow with Babylon and learn Babylonian, learn their gods. Daniel said,
right.
If you ain't keeping these laws, it don't matter what preparations you make.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how much money you have. You got dudes who got millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but they selling dope. You see them 6 months later, they on the streets.
Right.
You be like, damn, what happened? You was mad rich, driving 3, 4, 5 cars. Now you just a bum.
Right.
That's what happened from them wicked works, man.
That goes on all the time.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, that's what the officer just brought out is an everyday occurrence. Mm-hmm. This happens every day. Up one day, gone the next. You know, like the rolling thing in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Like a damn tumbleweed. You just, you know, you're out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't dead, then you like what the officer just brought out. You know, somewhere as a bum. You know what I'm saying? Look how many people that you disrespect as bums and all that once had it good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? These brothers, a lot of them, they ain't always been like that. You can see a bum nowadays, you think, well, shit, obviously he done always been that way. No, that's certainly not the case.
Yeah, the motherfucker done had a house, 2, 3 cars, probably had a family. All type of shit went south on him.
Right. And some had even greater than that. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Some really, you know, I've known in my time, I've known brothers that were pimps. Damn. You know, there were pimps that had big money. I mean, I was locked up back in 97. I was locked up with this brother. I forgot what the hell his damn name was. Mm-hmm. But this brother, you know, pimp game even drove him, you know, he still thought he was a pimp. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even in jail, even though he had been brought down to absolutely nothing, you know, but his mind was still on the mind of being a pimp. I've known a few brothers that have been like that. You know what I'm saying? But at one time, these brothers had 10 hoes. Raking in $400-500 a day. something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They had 10 hoes.
Right.
They probably working in 5,000 a day.
Yeah, you know.
10 hoes. A hoe can make $1,000 a night.
That's what I'm saying. Just going in at a minimum of one hoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a minimum of one hoe making $400-500 a day. That's just one woman. I mean, that's just a minimal, because I know they make more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's even greater than everybody else, man.
Right.
Shit. So I didn't catch
no, go ahead. You got something to say? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what you bringing out is real heavy.
You
that shit real heavy, man. Keep going with it. Like you say, you knew a dude in jail.
Yes. You knew a dude, you know, I mean, he's not even the only one that I've known like that. I know a few brothers like that. He's, you know, down at the, you know, in the jail and everything. His mind still had the mind of a pimp and everything, but he was brought down to absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? The times he had spent time in prison, the times got away from him, you know, because what they started doing back during the time that he was pimping in the 70s. And what happened during the time that he was pimping was, that's when they really started to crack down on pimps. You know,
with the domestic abuse laws.
Right.
That's the main way a pimp keep the hoes in check in the world. He smack them up and beat the shit out of them. So back in the day, it was a lot more working.
Right.
Now, if you pimping now, you gotta have the hell, like brothers be saying, you gotta have a hell of a mouthpiece. Right. It's almost impossible to pimp now. It's definitely almost impossible to pimp now, as far as, you know, you like it was back in the day.
Right.
Like back in the day, big. You can't even do it big like that nowadays because, you know, you put your hand on a woman now, you gone for 5 years.
Right.
Shit. You don't even gotta put your hand on them. They just call and say you did it, and you gone for 5 years.
And you dead, you done. Yeah, they can black their own eye. I done seen a lot of women do that, black their own eye, and say their man did it, and their man going to jail. You know? But, you know, but at the same time though, you know,
check the camera so quick.
The white man let, you know, people get away with that for some time, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the gifts. You know, people thought that they would be able to make it, you know, brothers thought that they would be able to make it so well off doing it, you know, and it didn't work out that way. Because the white man is still the devil.
That's right.
He's still the devil. What the white man was, the white man seen. Now, see, a pimp does understand a little something about, you know, being a man. He does understand a little something about that, you know. But what he does is he takes his understanding of that and mingles it with the ways of the white man and the ways of this world, mingling with a little homosexuality type deal.
Yeah, you gotta be homosexual,
right?
Because a lot of pimps be sleeping with them women. That's women. They feel like they're in a relationship, and to let that you be sleeping with other men, and then come back to you, you gotta be off. Something's seriously wrong with you.
Right.
Like, that's a strong ass demon. Like, I can't be with a woman knowing she just been with another man.
Right.
Knowing another man smell and body fluids is all over her.
Right.
And now you stand. I don't even want to be next to a woman I know she just been with another man. That's disgusting. Shit.
Right.
Stay away from me. You just been with your man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just with some other damn dude, you know.
Bitches on the job coughing up and shit. You be like, oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but the white man only allowed that to go on for a certain specific amount of time, you know. But he's seen the power that these brothers seen, that the potential that they could have, you know what I'm saying? And that's when he decided to crack down on it. He's like, oh, hell no, I can't let that go, because the black woman has been one of the white man's chief tools to use against the black man. They like, oh, hell, this nigga, even though he's all messed up, he's still getting them in order and shit. They're like, oh, fuck that, you know. Pardon my French. They're like, no, I can't let that ride.
Because look, them damn women ain't coming to the job.
Right.
They ain't working at a job. Shit, if you want to do real pimping nowadays, you gotta be in the I.S.U.P.K. and have them women working proper slaveries, working proper jobs, not being filthy, disgusting whores, man. Who the fuck does that, man?
Right.
That's just disgusting at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's just disgusting, you know. But I mean, I know brothers go desperation, they'll go there. But I mean, do it the right way. Have them going to a job and bring you that money.
Right.
Why destroy your own sister like that, man?
Right.
At the end of the day, all these black women are our sisters. We gotta look at it that way. Like, you gotta treat her like Christ said, treat her like you treat yourself. You gotta treat her like, what if this was your actual blood sister? How would you treat her?
Right.
You wouldn't let your actual blood sister go out there and go through that shit.
Right.
All types of stuff happen when you pimping it up. When you, especially you women, when you're out there giving sex for favors and stuff.
Right.
You get beat up because you're just in that world where now you're going from man to man. There's so many demons. That world, you just don't even want to step into that world.
Right.
That world will eat you alive.
Sure will.
That world will eat you a fucking alive, man. And you won't even.
Yes.
No matter what life you lived. Like this is how I used to think when I was in the world before I went to juvenile. I was in juvenile getting in trouble. I was like, I thought I was too smart to be a statistic. And I'm like, damn, I'm a 1 point statistic now. I'm sitting in juvenile and shit when I was a youngster. I'm in juvenile, like, man. I was thinking like this role will be right to being a statistic, and I will be a statistic, like one of the statistics in jail, like 2 million black men in jail, and won't nothing change on the world.
Right.
It's not like the world gonna change, people gonna be caring. I got put out of school for like, they gave me a 180-day suspension. I went and partied and got it back. I came back, they were still partying in school like I wasn't even gone.
Right.
I thought they would miss me or something.
Hey,
they ain't miss you at all. They don't miss you at all. So you women out there, you hoeing or prostituting or stripping, and then you get fucked up or messed up, and then nobody even missed you.
Right.
You be thinking like they will miss you or something. They don't even think about you. You call they having a good time without you.
Right. The game going on.
Hey.
The game going on without you. You know how they say, well, one monkey don't stop the circus.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a rough saying right there when it applies to us.
Right. So, that's the way that they look at it. Yeah, I noticed that I did that same thing. I was, did 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never did no major time. That's the most I ever did was 6 months. But, I come back at it. I mean, I go back through and everything is just like I never left.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like everything just goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's even worse with me. I'm telling you, when I was in high school and stuff, right? I got suspended. And there was a little Joan I was talking to, right? A little female I was talking to. So, I'm gone for like a week or so, whatnot. I called her back, from being suspended from school. Not being able to. I called her back 2 weeks. She went to the dance at the school and she don't even know me or even care about me. I thought she was my Joan. That's what it is in the world, man. In the world, don't nobody give no fuck, no care about you, man.
Right.
None of them people you think your homies. None of them care about you in the world. But the white man put it like man, like it's something other than that. But when you really living it, like I hate this one song that come on the radio where this dude is rapping about how he beat a couple cases. He rapping about he beat a couple cases. And people prayed on his downfall, and now he made it after he beat a couple cases, and a whole bunch of homies like, remember back in the day, or back when we was in Louisville? He was from Louisville too.
Oh, really?
He said back in Louisville, where we fought them cases and we beat them cases. Remember in Michigan, where they was trying to put the pin on us, and we made it out, and blah blah blah. He rapping like it's so glorious that he beat some cases. That shit is a fucking lie, man.
Right.
That is a lie from Satan, man.
Right.
He will put that one whack-ass brother in your face and say how he beat a couple cases.
Right.
Lock up everybody else.
Right.
Nobody beat no cases nowhere.
Exactly.
Except he rapping about it. And then guess what? At the end of about 2-3 years into his rap career, he gonna be locked up.
Right.
I bet you he'll be locked up, just like Bobby Smurder, just like them other rappers in Louisville, just like Kodak Black, all the rappers who try to keep it real, T.I., Tupac, all of them end up getting locked up.
Right.
All of them do some joint.
Yeah, they sure the hell do.
And you know what I'm saying? Unless they change their tune, they will go back in. T.I., a rapper named T.I., he did like 2-3 years because he was carrying a couple guns on him, illegal guns, because one of his homies got killed. Right. But he was heavy in the rap, doing it big. He did like 2-3 years. He came out. He all different now. He a family man now.
Right.
Unless you change your script, you will be locked back up, man.
Right.
That brother who talking all that, how we made it, we was in Louisville, Kentucky facing 3 cases, now we made it.
Right.
That same brother, if he don't change his tune, he will be doing the time for them 2-3 cases he thought he'd beat.
Right.
They'll pull them shits back up in court.
Right. You don't beat the cases. Right. That's what people need to understand. You think you done beat the case, but the only damn thing they did was just prolong the trial.
They'll put it back and bring it back up. Like, well, he was facing this case and that case and that case. He had 3 pending trials. You thought you beat it, but they bring it up in court on you on something new and small.
Right. Out of something you done did, you know, they brought all that back up.
Yeah, huh?
And then the prosecutor, though, they gonna tear your behind up. They like, you know what? Yeah, you know.
He had this case and this case and that case. You know, they won't even mention that you was found innocent. They'll just say that you was accused of this, that, this, that. They'll make it sound real bad. I've been in court. It's no hope.
Right.
You in court, there's no hope unless the Lord with you.
They're like, oh, Mr. Mansfield, you did this, this, and this, and then you got this, this, and this, and now you're doing this. And then they run it all together, and they make you sound like the worst damn criminal in the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It make you sound like you Tony Montana, but you only been popped with a few grams and stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm. No, halfway personal drugs.
Right. You know, but they make you sound like you Tony Montana though. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing it big. Mm-hmm. You freeway, you Ricky Ross or somebody. You know? That's the way that they do it. And the way that this goes to the judge is because the judge is so disconnected from your life because you live the life of a nigga. He don't. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now he's sitting there thinking, well, wow. So he's did all of this and all of this? Well, it's time for Mr. Mansfield to realize the long arm of justice
say some shit like that.
Is longer than what he thought. Mm-hmm. You know, you a nigga that the way you see it, you a nigga that's done got away with a lot of stuff. He's like, oh, not under my watch. Judge Goldstein's like, oh no, not under my watch. Then he gonna hit you with the max.
And it's so sad because you see a lot of these big time young up and coming rappers. They always be young too, getting hit with cases, man.
Right.
Like Bobby Shmurda, Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? And it's T.I., Tupac, more rappers getting hit with these cases. Pimp C was in the joint, I think. Too. Even Pimp C. All these rappers, man. That the white man come and hit on and get in on them, man. And they be the main ones saying, the purpose of this class is when white people do good things.
Right.
They don't think they doing good. This white person did good because they signed it. Right. They think white people ain't all that bad because this white man signed their deal and gave them this amount of house and got them out the hood and got their mama out the hood and this and that. Well, guess what? It was better your mama was still in the hood and you was still in the hood, broke and halfway. Because at least then you will listen to the UPK.
Right.
But now you got this money. Now you're doing the jail time. Now it's too many demons, too many things circulating around your mind for you to even make anything make sense.
That's right.
Christ came for the poor.
That's exactly who he came for. Mm-hmm. You know, Christ came, they said they're trying to say that, the poor, I was debating with this sister that's supposed to be this sister's about loving everybody. She's a good Christian and all that. She like, well, UPK, y'all just accept strays. Well, that's who Christ died for. He died for the strays.
That's right.
So y'all don't understand. And then she tried to call us the Pharisees. But see, here's the Pharisees were completely up under the Romans. They were like this with the Romans.
Which means they were like your white people, your black people wear a suit and tie in the office building with white people.
Right. And not only that, to make it even more personal, the Christian church. Your Christian pastors and deacons and all of them. Those are the Pharisees, not us. We're against the grain. The Pharisees were for the grain. That's the difference. They were with Roman rule. As we're going to bring out also in this class too, about when Gentile heathens do good things. They all have their own motive.
Agenda.
Yes, they always have their own agenda, in mind, not yours. And it's not about you and them coming up together. That's not what it's about. It's about them using you for what you're worth and throwing you. Like when you go buy Coke. You go buy Coke, you don't give a damn about the prosperity of the damn Coke can. You go and you drink the substance out the damn Coke and you throw the goddamn can in the garbage. they look at you. They look at you that same way. You the Coke can. Get this understood, man. It's not about people treating you nice. You want to start to learn some things? Look at mob movies. I'm telling you, look at those mob movies. They have people that they thought, that were like they were friends when they come in these meetings together and things like that, but everyone, even though they're the same race, they over the same national agenda. But as individuals, when you break this down into a micro perspective, you know what I'm saying? You have this family that wants to be on top. That family that wants to be on top. And they seem like they're friends, but their friendship is only based on how can they serve me? How can they help me to get here?
And they playing the role.
Right.
They playing the role till they can get and make that move to knock him out of the park. To knock him off the playing field.
Exactly.
They play it till they get the part, knock him off the playing field. Now they know who's next or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Start playing games like chess and Risk. Start, black people we need to do more of these type of things so we will start to understand stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we can start to understand how strategy and things like that work. These other nations are not for us. They're for themselves.
And I'm going to go one for you. Risk is even greater game than chess. Because in chess, it's one-on-one. Risk is many enemies. And guess what? They all got the same mind of end goal. But you can table talk and, hey, man, be on my team for a while until we take care of this guy.
Right.
But then, even though he's on your team to destroy an opponent, once that guy's destroyed, you gotta fight.
Right.
Like being even is like it lets you know everything about the white man, why he's been nice to you, or why he might treat you a certain way.
Right.
Like other than that, we would never know why somebody's being nice to us.
Right.
Like you play that game, Risk, and you'll be nice to somebody, but even though in the back of your mind, even though you're dealing with 100, at the back of your mind, this guy is stinking.
Right.
Even though he's helping you beat somebody else, you gotta beat him.
Yes.
And you still want to beat him. So you happy when he loses soldiers, even though he on your side.
Right.
You happy when he loses a couple battles, even though he on your side. You're like, good, them two both killing each other. Good, yes.
You sit back like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you sit back like, yes, my plan is coming together.
Right. And not only that, but you also made it like you caring for the two. Yeah,
you gotta beat him, man. Your people's getting killed.
Yeah,
you on his side.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you happy for him. For him to lose soldiers.
Right.
And for him to beat that guy too. You happy either way.
Right.
What do you think the white man feel when a black kill another black?
Right.
He happy whatever way he look at it. He like, oh, that's bad, man. You need to get put in jail for that. That was wrong. Black on black crime is wrong. In the back of his mind, he said, great. They both killing each other.
Because the white man is such a damn devil.
Right.
That he has to wrap his mind around, he has to convince himself, rather, that he's not the evil on the earth. He has to convince himself of that. That's the reason why he act like he on your side sometimes. That's the reason why he'll sit there and give the bum out there, on the corner. I don't like using the word bum, but the brother that's out there on the corner, he give him $2 because he knows that his $2 in the eyes of Negroes is going to go. You know what I'm saying? Even though they ain't no different material than $2 you got in your pocket. But his $2 coming from him, whose race is done so much evil and still doing so much evil to us, we'll sit there and think, man, this is a good one of them. Look what he did for me. You know what I'm saying? That white man, he will remember this 10 years down the line. That white man gave me $2 that time when I was at the corner. We'll remember that. Out of all the black people, though, that gave you $2, you don't remember a damn one of them. But you remember him. You know what I'm saying? You remember that one. Just like the dude down at the store over here, the white man that come to buy the Coney dog.
Yeah, I break it down for him, man. We was putting flyers in this black business, man. And this black business, and guess what? This black business denied us and refused us and threw our flyers in the garbage. And he said, if a white man came in here and wanted to buy a fucking coney dog, Salakia, that he might see the flyer and say, I don't want to buy a hot dog.
Right.
Because of this flyer. And so because of that, even though, look, the I.S.U.P.K was buying food from him every week consistently. He thinking of a white person to come buy him a hot dog. He's a fucking Christian.
Right.
Even though you got black people patronizing your business every week consistently, instead of standing side by side with them, because the possibility of one white man coming in, you will get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
This white man might be coming through for a fucking hot dog. Get out of here, fucking nigga.
Right.
And guess what? That same damn business is going fucking bankrupt right now.
Right.
Going down the damn drain right now. Because they decided to stand with the white man instead of with their own fucking people.
Right.
Now look at them. They going out of business now.
Right.
The same white man they was talking about defending for a hot dog is the same white man, which is cops, arrested every black person in this neighborhood.
Right.
In this neighborhood, east side of Indianapolis, 10th and Dearborn, 10th and Rural.
Right.
10th and you got cops. You can't go 2-3 blocks without seeing 5 cops. If I walk out this door right now, I see about 5 cops caught now. They basically living in this area, arresting every black person. Terrorizing and intimidating every black person. To get them out of this neighborhood so white people can move in and buy property around here.
Right.
The same white people he thought was going to buy his fucking coney dog is the same white people kicking his customers out the damn neighborhood.
That's right.
Get rid of his customers. And now he's going out of business. That'll teach you a damn lesson to side with this damn white man instead of siding with your people.
Right.
You're going to kick your people to the curb just for the possibility that these white people will accept you.
Right.
And guess what? They turned around and didn't accept his black ass. And now he's lost his business.
That's right.
And they're on the verge of losing.
It's like, well, sir, what would it profit white people to embrace his business?
Right.
We got to think of it from the business standpoint, too. What would it profit them? Now, think about it. Now, if they gentrifying this whole neighborhood, right? Okay, now you got the coney dogs, and then you got the barber shop right next to it. And then what is it? It's another black business on the other end, right?
Barbershop, the coney, and a beauty salon.
And the beauty salon. Now think about it though. Now you got this neighborhood is gentrified. Uppity white people that are running around with their little fluorescent shorts on, jogging and all of that.
Right.
But then you got that. You know what I'm saying? You got coney dogs and the black barbershop and the black beauty salon.
Right.
Now, that's an eyesore to them. So you see what I'm saying? That's an eyesore to those white people. They're not going to allow you to exist like that. They would much rather you be out there with a damn guitar or drum that can't even play the damn thing with a collection bucket. They'd rather that be your damn business. Then you sit there and own a restaurant, a barbershop, and a hair salon. So what are they going to do to them?
It's like a little clothing store.
Right. They're gone. They're not going to allow that. Because they're looking at the traffic that you might bring. Well, they're going to bring drug dealers. And they're going to bring, the undesirables, and they're going to, bring all of them. They'll mess around and have a community. Once they gentrify this place, they'll have a community meeting. Go right up the church right over here, and have a community meeting over there about what they're going to do. And you know what? Black people are so, black people in this neighborhood are so damn simple. I got a magazine, a few weeks ago, that showed, the whole renewal thing that they're doing in this neighborhood. Cleaning up and all of that. And guess who they had in it? Black women. Now I'm sitting there thinking, you same silly black women live in this neighborhood. They're going to get you out once they get done with your help. Once they can't use you anymore, they use you to plant the little gardens or do whatever, all of that they're doing around here, clean up everything. You know, once they get done with you, now they're going to jack you. What they're going to do is they're going to jack your rent up. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, you be paying $500, $600 for rent. Next thing you know, your landlord calling you talking about rent went up.
Yes.
Or you wasn't paying the water bill. Landlord gonna call say, hey, you gotta pay the water bill. The water bill's getting higher. This and that. Property taxes is getting higher. The landlord gonna start getting applying more pressure because the property taxes went up.
Right.
So instead of the landlord paying $200 and getting $600 from you, so that's a $400 profit. Now he gotta pay $400 for taxes and $600 from you. He gonna start applying pressure to you. Make sure you make that rent on time. Rent on time.
Right.
Rent on time. You know you can't keep that rent on time.
Exactly.
Rent ain't never on motherfucking time because we on the white man's time.
Right.
He on a 2-week schedule and we on a once a month schedule. And you know, shit don't even add up.
Right. And you know what else? Then you got LG&E. They're just gonna turn up the meters. They're gonna turn the meters up. You know what I'm saying? They're going to charge you more for LG&E to where you're not going to be able to afford to pay for it. And when they get your ass out of there, then they're going to cut the meters back down. So the white people will be able to, you know, not that they couldn't afford it at first, but they'll make it to where they can even more than afford it. You know what I'm saying?
So where's pennies on the dollar to white people?
Right.
That's the deal. We got to make sure to move in this neighborhood. I need to tell my cousins and other people in my family to come move in here.
Right.
Because everything's so low and cheap. That's what they're going to be fucking saying.
Exactly. That's exactly what the hell they're going to be doing. And you know what? And also, too, that school is right across the street from here. They're going to start treating those little black kids like bad as hell. They're going to start beating those little black kids up and all that. They're going to be smacking them up because those little kids stay around in this area. They're going to start treating them so badly to get all of us up out of here. The same ones that brought you the little candy or whatever the hell that you thought was so damn great. That told you the parents that how good little Deontay's doing. They're going to start going upside little Deontay's goddamn head. Is what the hell they're ready to start doing.
And let's get one on this topic. One, because it's so fucking sad. Because the same people who love white people who will tell us we're wrong for what we're teaching and what we're saying be the same ones get fucked over by the white man. Right. And they'll be defending the white man to the end until they get fucked over, and then it's too late.
Right.
And then it's too late. Now they don't even want to accept how we was right.
Exactly.
Give me Hosea 4 and 6. So I can take over your class. Let me just get to one scripture. Hosea 4 and 6. Matter of fact, I got it. Go ahead. I'm going to read it. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Like, basically, you denying what the Lord is saying about these white people. Instead, like, I love these movies. I love watching movies where it's like they going straight at it, man. Like they fight to the death each other. They know this the enemy, they fight to the death. Because then they act rationally.
Right.
And then when I look around and we're in a fight to the death with these white people, but we don't act like that.
Right.
We act like, oh, they're just, it's a couple bad white people, but all the other ones are good.
Right.
Now we get fucked. We ain't screwed. And so we would win if we was like,
right.
Straight no. They want us to do no. Right. We don't even want to hear it. Just because you saying it. No. Whatever white people say. No.
Right.
Whatever white people think about. No. Any white people want to come talk to us. No. Any white people want to come, give us charity and give us help. No.
Right.
White people want to come meet and talk with us. No. We don't want nothing to do with you. If we was we'd be better off at that stance.
Hell yeah.
We'd be way better off at that stance than any other stance. Like, we should listen to them, see what they got to say, see what they got to offer. White people can help us sometimes.
because we listen to our women who's the weaker vessel. That's one of the reasons why we do that.
Mm-hmm.
We listen to our women too damn much. Mm-hmm. Women are not equipped for warfare. Mm-hmm. Let's make this plain. Women do not. It's funny because in every movement, the black woman comes in the front. And you know what? And just like the serpent beguiled Eve in the Garden of Eden, then next thing you know, here comes the white man to beguile her. And then the white man comes in even more confidence because he knows deep down inside that she's only coming in the front and acting like she's with the black man is because she wants affection from him and his people. That's the only reason why she's like that. That's the only reason why Black Lives Matter, coming out in damn tights, yoga pants and all that, talking about Black Lives Matter. They want to be looked at as something attractive to the white man. That's the only damn thing that is. They want to be attracted to him. That's why they want to be in front.
And I want to drop something real heavy that happened just today about these, black, Hispanic, Native American women that don't have the spirit to be the leaders, to be the warriors because they weaker. I was in the store today. I work at a motherfucking Family Dollar, right? I'm a cashier. I'm cashiering with these two Mexican sisters. I'm cashiering, I'm talking to them a little bit. They saying they do some art shows and art. I'm getting some information they talking about it's about sexual assault. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. They telling me where the address is. One of the Mexicans says, well, yeah, come on through. I don't own a taco truck or anything like that. Like, why the fuck would she say, I don't own a taco truck? Unless she thinks owning a taco truck is the low Mexican lifestyle. That shit was sad beyond belief. Like, out of the blue, she would just tell me, I don't own a taco truck. Like, what the hell does having a taco truck have to do with coming to the art gallery? Besides the fact she thinks Mexicans that own taco trucks are below her and below other Mexicans that try to do what she doing.
Okay, now this is really pissing me off.
That's
it's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
But I mean, come on now.
Let loose on.
Every race has to do something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wait a minute, hold on. How are you not gonna have pride in having a taco truck? There's a certain pride of ownership, right? There's supposed to be a pride of ownership regardless of what the hell it is that you damn own. This is why blacks and Hispanics, this is why we're failing in business. You are supposed to take your taco truck and be like, you know what? I can provide tacos for my people. I can provide tacos. I can provide burritos. I can provide such and such.
Also jobs.
Right.
I provide jobs for my other Mexican brothers. Because can't no white people work in a taco truck. We ain't gonna buy who gonna buy a taco from a taco truck with white people in it?
Right.
So automatically you hiring 3-4 other Mexicans to help you. You helping 3-4 other whole families. And you ashamed of that. Or this one Mexican sister's ashamed of that. Ashamed of taco trucks, man. Right. Taco trucks is the greatest thing since sliced bread. As far as we concerned.
Yeah,
I wish we had a taco truck. God damn, you should be happy for taco trucks.
That's right. Look how convenient they are for one damn thing.
Right.
Everybody don't want to go to McDonald's.
Fuck McDonald's, man.
Rallies and all of that. Everybody don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You got a taco truck right there. And in our minds, we think the people this is how it works for me, brother. I can speak for myself. I can see like McDonald's over here, but then I see a taco truck over here. I think in my mind, these people over here with the taco truck take pride in what they do. They are skillful. They take pride in being skillful in frying up this meat and taking the vegetables and all of that and putting it on the damn grill and then making the tacos. You would much rather eat with somebody that takes pride in what it is that they damn make it. That's common sense. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's common right there. I mean, even if I didn't know that Mexicans was my brothers, even if I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? They seem to take pride in what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that takes pride in cooking is always better to eat with than somebody that don't take pride in what the hell they damn doing. You know at McDonald's they don't take no damn pride in that. Come on, man. You know, these brothers, you know, I mean, that's just common damn sense right there. You know what I'm saying? And then this woman figured that it was so beneath her. That is a business. Y'all said that say blacks and Hispanics should have more businesses, right? A taco truck is a business. It's small, so what? How the hell are you going to despise the business because it's small? Stupid. All damn businesses damn near start out as small. You know what I'm saying? How the hell are you going to sit there and only love, a taco truck when it becomes Taco Palace? That's stupid as hell. Love it while it's a goddamn taco truck.
Yeah, while it's a for damn. You love fucking Taco Bell, but you don't love the taco trucks and the little Mexicans that make it. But you love the Taco Bell when the white man takes what the Mexican made and making it to like a little fucking imitation.
Right.
That's all it is, a damn imitation, man. I was also at work and the damn fat white girl walked in all thugged out with black shirts and black pants sagging, had a gold chain and a grill and an earring and some braids. A fat white girl with braids, with all that going on. Yeah. I'm like, what you're looking at here is the imitation, and then what you see on this side is the real thing.
That's
a
right.
Real nigga with braids and chain and all that. And then she's just the imitation.
Right.
Don't be afraid of the imitation, man. You know what's so sad? There's a fucking song with a white boy on the hook. Justin Timberlake, what's the fuck is his name? Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber.
Same damn thing. Same spirit, same motherfucker.
It's a song with Justin Bieber on the hook. It's playing all day and night. And he says, don't let the real one intimidate you. Don't be scared by the what's the intimidators or the what's the word intimidation? It's like fakers.
But imitators?
Imitators. He said, don't let the real one intimidate you. You know what I'm saying? Or none of the intimidators or imitators. Don't let the imitators or nothing. Don't let the real one intimidate you. And he's singing the hook, a white boy.
Right.
Trying to act like he's a fucking Eminem or something.
What
he a fucking wigger.
What did he say about the imitator though?
He said, okay, don't be scared by the real one. Don't let the real one intimidate you. And don't be hung up on these imitators and shit. And he's a fucking white guy on a rap song.
His damn self.
On a rap song. Right. He making it like he's not the imitator and he's the real one though.
Right.
And don't let the real one intimidate you. You know, I'm the real one. And he's a fucking white rapper. That's what the fuck is going on here, man.
Right.
You got these fucking imitators and Christians and white guys that's being rappers, white people with gold chains, now they're the real ones.
Right.
Them wiggers, now them wiggers is real niggas now. You got black women dating these fucking wiggers and stuff.
Right. And you know what?
All over the world. It's just on the mainstream song that's the biggest song on the radio right now.
Right.
It's the fucking biggest song on the radio. All that. And he's saying on the hook, you know the hook plays on that people don't really sometimes only know the hook.
Right.
He's saying don't let the real one intimidate you. Don't be hung up on all these intimidators or imitators.
Yeah.
And he's a white guy rapping. Are you fucking? They flipping the whole script.
Yeah, making us like we the imitators, like black men are the imitators, and they're
the real
thing. And what he's saying is, don't be intimidated by the. He said, don't be intimidated by the real ones.
Mm-hmm.
Means don't be afraid of us. We're afraid of them imitators, them niggas right there.
Yeah, don't be afraid of the white man. Be afraid of the black man.
Right.
They the fakers, man. They faking. I'm the white man. I'm the real one. And then that's a song, a tune. You know how these little kids catch on the tunes and shit?
Right.
Next thing you know, you see a 12-year-old black girl saying the wigger is a real nigga. And then you're not a real nigga. You're not really black. He's really black. He grew up poor. Look, I'm loving, you got little black girls loving white boys.
Right.
And then saying the black dude, he's not even a real nigga. It's just crazy what this white man is doing in this world right now.
And not only that, but Will, sir, also with the Africans. So if you want to sit there and get away from the real nigga type thing, the street nigga, and then you get into the Africanism, now you got the Hamites. Now he the real nigga.
Yeah, the African.
You know,
he the original man. Yeah, that's the term of the century. Original man. I'm in the damn Family Dollar telling people, yeah, you know Israelites, man. We really Israelites. That shit is deep, man. Bible say we Israelites went into slavery with ships. They say, oh yeah, we the original man. I know all about that. Nigga, you don't know shit about this, man.
Exactly.
If you saying the original man is the fucking dirty, stinking, dirty butt breath Africans. Not no black man in the hood. He ain't the original man.
Yeah.
Even if you go biblically, black people, we ain't the original. We the original man from Adam, but we not the original because we was the last nation. So you can say technically the Africans is before us, which really they are. It was Africans and Hamites before Israelites. So you can go that route spiritually, but either way it go, it's all fucked up.
Right.
This world is all fucked up. They teaching you lies. They teaching you, man, the real, even the hood nigga is getting disrespected.
Right.
The hood nigga was like the last thing. Like even if we lose all our blackness, you know that hood nigga, he keeping it real.
Right.
The hood nigga keeping it real. We can know our blackness is secure because we got a couple hood niggas in jail. We got hood niggas on the block. Hood niggas keeping it real, holding it down for our race.
Right.
Now, the hood niggas is the imitators now. And Justin Bieber is the motherfucking real one.
Real nigga, yeah.
He the real one, according to the song.
Right. And then he know how dumb blacks are. He come with his white privilege and come with a good nice car, you know, souped up real tough. You know what I'm saying? Nice house, nice little shiny stuff, because he know that our people got that damn golden calf mentality, which is also going to be a class for future, for a future class or whatever. That golden calf mentality that we got. But he come with all of that. Now we start thinking, this is the real man right here. They only reinstate their dominance. That's what the hell white people do. They reinstate their dominance. But you know what? In the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, we're smashing all of that. We are the original black man. And we the real niggas.
Yeah, reestablishing our dominance.
Right.
Can't no white man come in here and end up being a teacher and rise up above us. We be saying to him, oh, what scripture you said? What scripture you said, Mr. White Man?
Right.
Okay. Hosea 67? Hosea 67! A white man in the middle telling us what scripture to go to.
Right.
You'll never see that shit.
That's GMS. GMS do that. GMS sit there and have a white man, you know, and they can't even break the scriptures down. And then ask yourself the question, with IUIC, I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see with all that shit that they did in Ghana, pardon my French, with all that they did in Ghana, where's these powerful Ghana teachers at?
You don't need to say pardon my French, man. You don't need to say that. Motherfuckers, man. See, Paul said, I'm rude in speech but not in knowledge. Shit, if I'm saying the real shit, you need to shut up and just say, hey, well, what he said was real.
Right.
Fuck all that, you know. Oh, man, fuck all that. I.S.U.P.K. is bringing it to you 100% real so you can understand it.
Right.
Half the times, people can't act like they can't understand shit unless you say it a certain way.
Right.
Other than that, they just let it, you know, go in one ear and out the other.
Right.
Add a bitch on there, add a real nigga on there, add shit on it, then they hear it.
Right.
Then they're like, oh, what are you saying? How are you saying it like that?
That's right.
Half the other time, they can't hear no damn, it's one ear out the other.
It's so true. So true.
It's so dire right now. It's like at the last moment right now. It's the last Trump right now. Where it's like, we doing whatever we can to let you understand.
Right.
That this is the it, man. The white man's country is falling. It's about to be crazy in this place.
It is.
You're going to be starving to death. You need to get together, man. Come with your brothers. Gather together, for you'll be dying in these streets, man.
That's right.
We seeing our brothers and sisters dying every day.
Right. And you know what?
Go ahead, man. Sir. Go ahead.
You know, bouncing off the two witnesses, you know, which was a class that I did a few weeks ago.
I'm going to check the cameras. Keep sticking.
All right. Bouncing off what I did with the class of two witnesses. Now, think about it. I seen another scenario where it was a Chinese restaurant. And it was, you know, that it was an older brother that was mad about the situation at these restaurants, and he swung on the Chinese dude. And they all came from the back and they all jumped him.
Right.
And the first damn thing I do is I go to the comment section.
Right.
See who's commenting concerning. And I seen a bunch of Negroes, Hispanics, Asians, and white people. All of them against that brother. I scroll through these things looking who would actually be on the side of that brother right there. This is a brother that's under frustration. You know what I'm saying? We think that, you know, that because the Chinese people and these people are that, you know, in these Arab shops and all of that, they're cool because sometimes we be knowing them kind of on a personal level, like they might drive drugs from us. They might buy weed. You know what I'm saying? They might hang at a strip club. You know what I'm saying? You know, or me, myself, I knew a lot of them because I lived by them, you know, when I was a teenager and everything, when they was very first coming into this country. You know, so I knew a whole lot of them that way. And I thought, you know, a lot of them was cool. A lot of them was, you know, good friends or whatever. We eventually over the years became friends. But here's the thing, though. Once they get their portion here in America, you're no longer a friend. You'll be no longer that. They only friends with you as long as they figure they got something in common and similar with you because they on the downside of America just like you. At that time. Until America raises them up the damn pyramid and your ass is still going to be on the damn bottom, they're going to be over you, then you're going to see that they hate you. It's just like baby gazelle and a baby wolf playing together. They'll be together and everybody's going to see, look at them. Look at how nice, you know, they're playing predator and prey. But once they start to grow up, now that wolf's tendency, once he started to be around other wolves, now he's going to start to get his. And that gazelle is going to realize now that he needs to be with other gazelles and learn to run and learn to be fast as hell. You know what I'm saying? To get away from them damn wolves. That friendship is broken. That's what we need to realize. You are only a friend as long as they figure that as they can use you for their purpose. They figure, I suffer. That we attach everybody along with our legs. Being slaves.
That's right.
We attach everybody with that. Letting people use us. Syrians come over to this country and they get sprinkled into the ghetto and we'll be like, man, look what happened to them. That's similar to what happened with us. But before that, you couldn't tell this nigga that slavery wasn't over. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell this nigga that. I mean, you know, you could never tell this nigga that slavery was still in effect. But then somehow he'll have this Syrian friend and say, you're just like. All of a sudden now he got his history back. Now he understands. Now he's strapped with the legacy now. Then he can figure he got this in common with some damn heathen. But his own brother mentioned it, and all of a sudden it's like, man, why you on that? Why you talking about that? You know, I'm educated, and this white man gave me a ride to work every day. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? But then the Syrians come by and they like, man, you know, man, look, y'all similar, y'all situation is similar to ours. All of a sudden he knows his history now. When before he forgot about it and didn't give a damn when the black man said something to him about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like when the white man made that Muslim ban or that ban of where they can fly the planes from certain countries. Right. And they were saying, oh, it's Muslim related. Right. You know, it's really a Muslim ban. And all of a sudden you see these fucking Black Lives Matter bitches and these motherfuckers that's all about the politics and all this and that. Now you see them jump up and defending it. Right. Like, oh, I thought the white man wasn't racist. Right. I thought there was no racism. I thought that was old 1960s talk. It's so damn sad that even after all this happened, Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Eric Gardner, all these black men being killed by these police on TV, on the news, cops getting away with it, that now black people are starting to go back to that mindset of there ain't no more racism.
Right.
Get rid of that racism. There ain't no more racism. You got black people going back to that mindset in spite of what's been happening lately, man. Like, man, it's so crazy why people do that. Like, our people, man, is destroyed for lack of knowledge, and we're going to continue to be destroyed. Like, sometimes when you just choose ignorance, the Lord just going to spank you on that ignorance.
Right.
Like, I love that scripture that say, I don't love it, but it's real. The scripture that say, he that knew and didn't do it better, going to be beat with many stripes.
Right.
But he that didn't know, going to be beat with few stripes.
Right.
Even the motherfucker that didn't even know better, still going to get beat with few stripes.
Right.
So ain't no excuses. Like, no matter what go down, you going to get beat still. Even if you like, I thought white people was good. I had a revelation at the end, and blah, 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 blah. It's get it. Like, I didn't know. People that didn't know better going to get fucked up.
That's right.
God was real when he said that. Because, man, there's another scripture that precept with it where it said, you will seek the world, but you won't seek the Lord.
Right.
Like, you will learn how to be this career. You'll learn how to make this money. You'll learn how to graduate school. But you ain't seek out how to learn about God.
That's right.
That's a strong precept. Because it'll leave no excuses. Like, no matter what you did in your life, you learned something, but you didn't take the time to learn about God.
Right.
It's no excuses now. Because what you learned something. I know you learned something. You learned how to be a criminal. You learned how to sell drugs. You learned how to be a hoe and a prostitute.
Right.
But you ain't never learned about trying to learn God. But you suck out how to learn that other stuff.
That's right.
So that means there's no excuses for you. And I can't say like I'm better or nothing because it's only by the grace of God that I learned this truth. I mean, I learned it. I grabbed a hold of it. Eventually, maybe, shit. The scripture say, many called, but few chosen.
Right.
At the end of the day, maybe you just wasn't shit. I mean, we all ain't shit because we fail, but we had a chance for redemption. Right. Maybe you just wasn't shit. And that's a possibility too.
Right.
Possibility too. So you can't try to get emotional about this and say, I didn't know, or what about this person didn't know? What about my grandma? Your grandma learned and died without.
Right.
Simple as that.
Right. All you brothers and sisters that are watching this, watching this class right now, you believe that you're chosen, but at the same time, also said, calling an election sure, making sure that you're chosen. If you really deep down believe that you chosen, make it sure. Get into the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Do that. Get into it. Find out how you can benefit your people. And with that being said, we are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
Coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
Pay your tithes. Support your brethren. Support the troops. The brothers that's out there in the streets. The brothers that's out there, dressed down with the boots and the braids and the beards. Support those brothers. These brothers are your front line. Everybody should invest in their.
That's right. All right. Also, tell them about the barbecue and the donation.
Yes, barbecue, June 17th. Give donation. Donate to the barbecue. What we're doing is we're actually feeding any and everybody that comes through. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. If you're a Gentile, you're a heathen, you ain't eating. You come, you can eat. And you also are going to understand you're going to get more than just food. You're going to understand your purpose. And that's well worth investing into. And for you brothers that got abundance that may not be able to make it to the barbecue, at least give to the barbecue so that somebody else can be fed also in the barbecue. This particular barbecue might not be for you, might not, but it could be for somebody else, and you'll be invested in that. And how does it say about the prophet's gift?
Yeah, Except of the prophet receives a prophet's reward.
Right. You'll still receive a prophet's reward. Even though you might be in California, maybe not be able to make it, which I would love for you to make it. But, you might not be able to make it. But if you can't make it, at least fund somebody else so that they can. We don't make a lot of. It's not where you get this dump on you. You don't get a money dump. How this thing goes.
Right.
You get a lot of funding. That's 3 means that you can money wise. All it means is you support your brothers.
Then guess what? Fucking 7 in the morning, 4 in the morning, unload that fucking Wendy's. Fucking 4.
Right. You scrubbing floors and all of that. I wouldn't be doing none of that.
Yeah, which is a direct cut to you 501c3 motherfuckers who talking about 501c3 is this. You get money. You are connected to the government. If we connected to the government, why the fuck we working in fast food then?
Right.
Huh? And we connected to the goddamn government, getting all these checks and money to save lives and shit. Why the hell we working at fast food joints and goddamn little dollar stores? Huh? Huh? Why our lives gotta work at grocery stores and why we got damn money from these 501c3s? That shit pissed me off. You got these damn fools out there on the internet, 501c3, y'all 501c3. Yeah. Man, shut the hell up. We are working regular damn slaveries like everybody goddamn else.
Right. And we gotta donate money, so that such and such a brother can have a place to live. And the same thing had happened to me. People that had to donate money so that I can have a place to live.
Same
to me. Right, so that I can be able to travel to Chicago to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? This is how this thing works. This is built on brotherhood. It's not built on us being funded by the government. The government wants to starve us. That's what they want to do because they hate what we're saying. We stand fast on the white man being the devil. This is counterproductive to their agenda. So they want to starve us because if they believe that they're able to starve us, then we'll eventually stop saying that the white man's the devil, which ain't going to happen to ISUPK. I don't give a damn how many other fake organizations it happens with, but we are not going to stop saying it. So they're going to try and starve us. You know what I'm saying? They hate us at our jobs. Whatever job that we in, we represent who we are. And they hate that. They can't stand it. So now they want to cut our hours. They want to do all type of crazy stuff like that. Look, man, support your brothers. And with them doing all of that is a step further, is a step that's also edifying to the fact that we should be separated from these other nations.
Right. The brother bringing out was so goddamn heavy, man. Donate to the I.S.U.P.K. Midwest Barbecue. Donate today. Don't wait till tomorrow. You got $5 on your card. Donate that $5. Donate that $100 extra you got. Especially you women. You love to be all on the watch the I.S.U.P.K. posts and see all the testosterone on the posts to get you turned on and get you wet. And like, ooh, look at these. Look at the I.S.U.P.K. say all this mean stuff. And then you try to come against it even though it didn't make you wet. Right. They still come against it.
Right.
Maybe you should talk about a woman and call her a bitch. They really want you. You really just want us to come go ham on you so you can get your little lust fixed. Right. Get experience of a real man.
Right.
Because you ain't got no real man at home. You ain't got no man at home, period. So then you try to say something smart against us so we can go in on you so that you can get your little testosterone fix and get your lust off. Like, oh, look, this man cussed me out. Whoo. You know what I mean? Pay your goddamn tithes too.
That's right.
Make sure you put some money on the books too. Because sooner or later, we're going to just erase all y'all off the Facebook and not unbefriend all y'all hoes. Trying to get their little checking lust. They get lust off. They get turned on by the checking.
Yeah.
I might have to say that on the YouTube and Facebook. Because these women out here getting, turned on by the check-ins. So we about to just stop checking you all together. You ain't all women. You ain't paying tithes to us.
Right.
You ain't giving us donations. So why the hell should you even get the right to get checked by us?
Right.
You shouldn't even get the pleasure to get checked by us. You should just be ignored by all to the ends of the world.
Right.
Until you do decide to turn and give us donations. Then you can get a good checking.
Right.
You pay for that checking. Then you can deserve a good checking. You don't even deserve to get checked by the men of the UPK.
That's right.
You don't even deserve to get called a bitch by the men of the ISUPK. You don't even
right.
deserve that. Pay a donation, man. Go to GoFundMe.com, type in Makabya, MAKABYA, and donate. Or go to Kapash I.S.U.P.K. and donate on that on that Facebook page. Donate.
Right. And earn the right to be called a bitch.
That's right. You earned that shit.
That's right.
Half these women being called a bitch don't even deserve. They don't even deserve to be addressed. They deserve to be ignored. They deserve to have no attention at all.
Right.
From nobody. Because they get on the UPK soldiers post, they done instantly got mad attention.
Right.
You don't even deserve that attention. Man. Let's get these prayers in, man. Wakwan Haki Dum, which means rise and face the east. Let's just do the Lord's Prayer. That's it. Yeah, that's the Lord's Prayer right there. All that. Awanoa.
Shabbat Shemaya.
Shabbat Shemaya.
Kwadash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratuza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamaya. Nathanawa. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kawawaki now. Kasalaka now. Kawawaki now. Wala. Damn. Tabayano. Banasai one. Abo. Awashano. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahata. Paraf. Lawalanyam. Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Sword. About face. Amar Shabbat. Amajam. Barak. Yazmatah. Class dismissed. We need to head downtown. We need to head downtown. You got a slave tonight?
I got slave.
Motherfucking white man is the devil.